Hi everyone, welcome back to our data science series from Praveen Kumar and Sridhar Purandare. There are 4 parts to this series of short videos. Part 1 and 2 focused on introduction and statistics. This video, which is part 3, focuses on introduction to Python, commonly used as a foundation in data science. There are a lot of keywords related to Python and it feels overwhelming. We will focus on the concepts required for data science. In this part, we will look at pandas, numpy, matplotlib, CSV files, and more. Today, we will learn some very basic and important concepts for doing data science: a simple hello world, importing libraries, reading and writing CSV files, plotting of graphs, working with data sets using pandas, working with arrays and numbers using numpy, and an ML program with Python. Before we begin programs in Python, the first step is to check if your environment is working properly. So we can start with a hello world, which is quite simple, one-line program, and it also confirms that everything is set up properly. You can use PyCharm, Command Prompt, or Jupyter Notebooks, especially using softwares like Anaconda, which manages a lot of background work for you. I would recommend starting with Anaconda and Jupyter for total beginners, and you can switch to others later. Jupyter Notebook executes every line of code, which feels quite interactive and fun to work with. Writing a hello world is a one-line program, and you can see how easy it is. Now that hello world is working, let's go to the next section. To work with different aspects of Python, we need to work with respective libraries. The first step is to import the libraries. Matplotlib is for working with charts and graphs. Scikit-learn is for working with machine learning. NumPy is for working with numbers and arrays, and pandas is for working with data and data sets.
Machine learning problems deals with external data. Many times it is in the form of CSV file. So let's learn how to work with CSV files. At first, we should import pandas library, which is used to work with data sets. To read CSV file, it's a very simple command, read CSV, as you can see in the student data example. To write data from memory to CSV file, it's again a very simple command called toCSV.
Visualization is an essential need for data scientists. Python is a powerful tool when it comes to charting and graphing. The matplotlib library contains numerous options for displaying data in graphical format. Let us explore some of them now. How to draw a line graph. Import the library. Call the plot method by passing an array of data set, a label to be shown of graph, and call the show method. Can you see how easy this was? Now, let's look at how to draw a bar chart. To draw a bar chart, we need 2 arrays, one for x-axis and other for y-axis. In this example, we are plotting students versus computer languages. You can see this was quite easy too. Next, a pie chart is colorful and visually conveys a lot of information. Drawing this with matplotlib is as easy as a pie. A very nice representation of data for data scientists is the scatter plot. In this example, we can see price of a property plotted against area in square foot.
Pandas is a library to work with data sets. You can slice and dice the data effortlessly. Data sets are called as data frames in Python. We need to import pandas first. You can create a data set directly or import data from any source to create data frames as shown here. There are a lot of functions built into a data frames like join, merge, concat, drop, column append, delete, etc. Most of these functions are one-linear and heavily used by data scientists. NumPy is a powerful Python library used for working with arrays. Let us look at example. Here we are taking 2 arrays called x and y. By using the NumPy, here we are doing sum of 2 arrays. In the second example, by using NumPy, we are printing the minimum and maximum number in the array and sum of each elements present in the array. In the third example, we are taking the square root and standard deviation of each element present in the array.
Here is an example of a machine learning program in Python. Essentially, the steps are to import libraries, load the data, train the data, test and evaluate the model, and predict the outcome. This complete program is explained step by step in a detailed manner in the next video. You can go through that to understand the details and also try it yourself to get better hands-on with machine learning using Python.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you liked this video and learned something useful. Let us know your experience in comments. Click like, share and subscribe to our videos. Have a nice day.